would say that Josh has at least doubled the number of community gardens that DPR has on our sites. In addition to that, he also has started some really successful urban agriculture educational programs.
My name is Josh Singer. I'm the DPR Community Garden Specialist. I started at DC Parks and Rec about 5 years ago. Started up an urban garden division. We have a lot of different urban ag projects. We have community gardens that are for people who want to grow, in their personal plots. But then we have, urban farms.
We had a really big initiative called Play DC, where we renovated dozens and dozens of playgrounds across the city. Josh was a big part in designing those gardens, and then also getting community input and community interest.
His DC Food Recovery Working Group that he established a couple years ago. And that was an effort to understand the food loss that was happening in the DC area. And we formed subcommittees to actually activate on work. We deliver food to homeless shelters, soup kitchens, churches, to ensure that food is going to the right place.
A great way to bring people together from different worlds and to use that as a way to actually organize communities and actually empower communities and actually do it intentionally.
Gardens can have such a positive impact on the individual, on the neighborhood, on the city.
I've been able to attend several of the events that Josh has helped put together, and it's always this wonderful mix of people.
We doubled, the amount of community gardens and farms, to get to those numbers. There was a lot of community support for what we were doing with our new gardens and our classes, so much so that DPR, they decided to start permanently funding the urban garden division. So afterwards, we actually got an annual budget.
Just so happy for him to see that the hard work that he's doing, the ideas that he has that he wants to put forward, are being honored by another organization in this way. I couldn't have thought of another more deserving person than Josh.
He's been relentless in his pursuit to improve the gardening program at DPR, to make it more accessible, to expand it, to improve what we have.
That's the thing I really love the most, is just kind of, organizing the community and kind of, and giving them the resources where they can actually empower themselves, where, we're not the gatekeeper anymore. They can, they're the ones that are actually doing this, and they, hopefully, in theory, they can do this indefinitely. The power of communities can have when they, realize their resources and realize their capacity and what they're actually capable of.